first thing I have is just a really ridiculous story. There's a mother of a student who attends an Arizona charter school who said that her third grade teacher had the class reenact an important moment in the history of Jim Crow, and they did it through role playing. So you already know this is about to go bad, right?
Oh.
The black kid in the class is identified as the person who is supposed to walk through a crowd of the white kids in the class as they berate him in order to reenact the integration of the schools at Central High School.
What?
So they are yelling at the black kid. They are calling the black kid names. And this is a 9-year-old little boy. So the mother obviously complains. The head of the school, who is black, said that he didn't think anything was wrong with it, and that the kid, and I quote, volunteered for it.
What?
Now, I don't know when a 9-year-old volunteers out of context to be berated by his classmates. And here's the thing. Why, when these things go down, is it never the white kid that gets picked to be berated? It's always the black kid. So this is a charter school in Arizona, you all. I mean, it just speaks. What I was really glad about was how immediately the parent acted, how quickly some other parents came to this sister's aid as she was furious about what happened to her son. And it just reiterates, I don't care whether you're going, what school you go to, we got to show up at our kids' schools. We have to know what's going on, because not only are teachers using some insane curriculum, often abuse is taking place when you don't pay attention to what's happening to your babies. Let me say this, Rick. The second thing I have is many people are all over the world are raising money, are in horror about what happened to Notre Dame. And interestingly enough, what happened there may have immediately affected these black churches in Louisiana, because many of you know the story that three churches in southern Louisiana were burned down. These were racist acts of terrorism. And as of Sunday, Rick, they'd only raised $50,000 for these churches.
Really?
$50,000 as of Sunday. Now, after Notre Dame burned down and all of this press came about, as of this morning, there's $1.8 million raised. And so I will say this, I'm thankful to know that people have not gotten so out of sorts about the burning of literally a global icon in Paris that they've forgotten the terrorism that's happening to black people in churches that, while they may not be 800 years old, they are the pillar of stability in many of those communities. And so I hate that what happened in Paris had to happen in order for this money to be given. But I appreciate the fact that people didn't start sending money overseas when there were congregations and churches right here in their own home that needed to be supported. So big up to everybody.
And then, Jim, the Catholic Church is worth about, they have about $30 billion. $30 billion.
Oh, yeah.
So people sending in money, and I'm just saying, somebody put this on Instagram. If people going to send in money, and it was a white lady. She said, send the money to Flint. Get water. Send the money. She did you see that post? Because people started sharing it. You know what I'm saying? They got $30 billion. I'm not condoning anything.
Oh, I posted it.
Yeah. And, it's things to send money to, as opposed of, us sending money over there. Jeff, that's a whole conversation. If we had the time to really get into it.
Well, there were some people that had rumored, and listen, I said rumored. There's some people that rumored that this fire was done on purpose because Notre Dame had been in such financial trouble and wasn't able to raise money to do the billions of dollars in repairs that was needed.
Right.
So I'm gonna leave that right there. Question for you all. So I know that you all may have talked about this, but there's so much conversation that's continuing to happen about this Miguel post and how Nipsey before Trump. And I'm just really interested in knowing what y'all take on it is. And there have been so many folks that have talked about how we shouldn't wish death on anybody. And then other people that are just saying that why are we being so serious? Why are we taking it too seriously? And as the community continues to deal with who's our allies and who's our enemies, the question that I really want to know is how hard is too hard to go against the people we don't think fight for us?
Right. Wow.
And because at what point, I mean, it's a damn T-shirt, right? And a post. But how hard is too hard? Because there's a whole lot of people. It's bigger. I guess my issue is let's go hard on people without connecting them to the people we love. I just feel like having to mention Trump at all in the same sentence as Nipsey is offensive to Nipsey.
Right. Right.
And I don't mean that as an attack on Miguel. I'm just saying that when I think of the people I revere, I don't want to think about the people I despise. And when I think about the people I despise, I'm not going to mention them in the same sentence as the people I revere. So that when you know I'm coming for you, I'm coming just for you, not having to lift up those people who I revere because you don't even deserve to be mentioned on the same shirt, in the same sentence, in the same post. If we want to come for Trump and if we want to kill him in 2020 by making sure he doesn't get reelected. Because what happens too often is we do these posts and these tweets and these slogans, but then we don't turn out and vote. And the way to kill Trump is to ensure that he is not reelected in 2020, not that we kill him every day on social media, because that does not ensure that he's not reelected. Those are three things I got for you, Rick. Love to hear you all's opinion. Hit me at Jeff's Nation on all social media. As always, y'all have a fantastic Thursday and a good weekend. I'll talk to y'all next week.
Jeff.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking yesterday?
What's that?
What if we voted a little person for president and he only served 2 years?
I'm with it.
Juicy for president?
Where's Juicy at?
Whatever. Don't listen.
not Juicy, but Zeke.
From the Universal Circus?
Yeah, the one that looked like Rickey Smiley.
What's up?
Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.